Alrighty, g'day everyone, welcome. Hope everyone is well. Before we do begin, just draw your attention to standard disclaimer that says everything is for educational purposes only, and you are responsible for your trading decisions. Hi there, Trader UK. Hi there, Multi Spirits. Yeah, yes, I had my mic on. Just did it again, didn't I? Alright, so let's jump in, folks. So welcome those on Trading View as well. There we go. Alright, so last day of the week, folks. Hope everyone is well. Hope your trading is going okay. So we had some news last night. The US PPI came in better on some fronts. The core PPI and the unemployment claims. So let's see how the market reacted to that. So not a lot of news later today. We've got Empire State Manufacturing for the US and preliminary UOM consumer sentiment. So US news again. Now yesterday we spoke, now incidentally too folks, if you want me to look at some particular markets as we're going through, just pop it in the chat and I'll pay attention to that and dig a bit deeper. So the S&P 500, we said that this continues to look bullish. It does. Here's a 20 period moving average, been holding this nicely. Just the moving average is just, they're just visual guides, folks, nothing else. Here's the short term look, an 8 or a 10, 9 or a 10. You can see it's certainly momentum there. Are we due for maybe a bit more of a pullback like this? Possibly. You can see these ones here, a little flat corrective. So we could be due for something like that. Nasdaq, the reason I say that Nasdaq showed a bit of weakness as we thought, this wedging pattern. So we continued a little bit of weakness there. Still is uptrending, but here is the anchor to the trend. So it's tested it once. If we get price acceptance through there, then I've got to swap my bias to short-term downtrend. Dow, so look, outside bar here, outside bearish engulfing. So, if you get a break through the low, that's kind of follow through there. The VIX kicked up a little bit, so need to be mindful of that. German DAX still continuing its march higher. Nice breakout there we caught. So this is the way that I go through, folks. So just from this alone gives me a gauge of what I want to see on what my assessment of risk. All right, you can use other market internals. So still risk on, but I would be a little bit cautious. So risk on with caution. All right. So when I say that, probably Friday, I'd be more comfortable with 60 to 80% risk because of that. So I just sort of go up and down slightly. I don't drop right back to 20%. You may as well be flat. But it's rare though that the market you'll be flat. Maybe during some uncertain periods, might drop it back to 50%. So here's that little kick up in the US dollar. There's the dollar index. They're expecting, a push through here to get that moving average separation trade. If you do trade the dollar index. Euro dollar. The euro dollar, we're hoping this might have turned up here. Maybe the news helped it, but it's actually dropped bearish. So we've got an big ABC here. ABC, want to see it bottom out at or near the 20. Let's just have a look at the corrective channel. See what we're seeing. So we're certainly deeper than the channel. Let's just put a little bit of a measure on here. All right, we're certainly deeper than 100%. So in other words, A, B equals C, D. We're deeper than that, but you can see weakening trend. This is just going to be a little bit of a throw under and then a move up. We need to wait and see. 4-hour trend anchor is actually here. So interesting, it came near that. So it's actually still uptrending on the 4-hour. Uptrending on the daily. Euro dollar. So just be a bit careful trading that. Might get a little bounce through there. That's probably where I'd be looking. 60 minute. All right. Not a lot of room though before it hits the 20. It starts to, may show rejections. Only 5-6 pips there. I prefer to see it above there and then move in that region. So have a plan already thought out. So then I jump right into copper. I work my way through. So copper, we're looking for 3-4, which we've got already. So I said yesterday this was the region I wanted to see the price pull back in. So it's pulled back into the top. So that shows a strong trend. So I didn't expect it to bottom maybe this early. I would have liked to have seen perhaps back here, give me a little bit more confidence. But it is what it is. This is what price does. Those of you that know Elliott wave principle, wave 1, I'm looking for as wave 5. So it's past that. So the next level is 161 of wave 1 up there. So I'm expecting it through there. Certainly some strength through there. Is there anything to give us any heads up? No. Nope. Nice little double bottom weakness through there. I didn't pick that up either. Alright, so there's nothing there at this stage. Alright, let's go through an order. Gold, just continuing this consolidation. So we said yesterday that the only way I'm going to be interested if it gets up here. Alright, so you can see that's still the same. Got a little bit of momentum there, got a higher low here, so that's a start. Momentum here, very deep. This is what gold does. Very deep. So, look, if anything, it's holding the short-term moving average. We've got a big separation here, so I'm always concerned that'll pull back a bit deeper. But, look, if you get any short-term pullback set up in there, that's worthy. When I say short-term, you're probably looking at, 15 minutes and under. Otherwise, my bias is going to be see what we get in around this area here. All right, so that's B wave, A, B, C. Can't see it, but it's in there. So that's what I'm seeing there. So it's still worth looking for something there. So I'm going to put that on as long. Gold. It's worth keeping your eye on. Okay, silver. The silver not quite as strong. It certainly was from back here. So I really want to see this back a little bit and move out again. WTI we liked yesterday. Didn't really get a sort of it just had a little stall here. Didn't get a bit of a pullback, but it's important to drop down, to a 60 minute, when we see the context here. It's important to drop down to a 60-minute chart. See if you get anything through there. All right, so the time frames that I look at, weekly, daily, 4-hour or 60-minute. And this is the higher time frame. This is my trading time frame. I'm looking for the context. And this is the lower time frame. I'm looking for fine-tune entries. Okay? That's the 3 time frames. The WTI, look, maybe through there you get a breakout. This is perhaps a little high on the 4-hour, even to be looking for a long. So let's leave that for the moment. The opportunity's gone. So it was in there. Didn't really give a nice tight sort of pullback that I wanted. All right, Aussie dollar. I'll go and do the cryptos first, actually, and then I'll come back to the Aussie dollar. All right, so Bitcoin, all right, so we're getting a little bit of a correction here. Where's the daily anchor? Trend anchor, it's right here. So it's testing this. So if we get price acceptance through it, closing, let's say on a closing basis, have to change my tune to a short-term short. This is a little bit too much strength here. Okay, now is that just on US strength? Maybe. Need to see how this plays out. So here's the 4-hour anchor. So you can see tested it once, bounce back, so that validates that level. And here is the daily. So let's just see how this plays out. If you're interested in taking a short, and this is not just a push on US news, which I don't think it is. That was last night. So this is 4-hour bar. You get a pullback in here, and then some sort of outside bar or something, that would be worth considering as an early entry. Otherwise, look for maybe some sort of consolidation here, or the breakout pullback. Bitcoin. This is a key. Whoops. This is a key level. Let's just be careful when it tags the 20. Ethereum. So Ethereum, look, this is exactly what I was talking about on the Bitcoin. Be careful when it tags the green 20. So the rejection there, that could be enough to take you out of your short-term position. So it's important. You can see the importance of that. So Ethereum. All right, so that's the high there. So that's the anchor here. So this is about to enter, see the rejection first, and then it's having another attempt. If we get a close here, I'm probably going to have to say we're now in a daily downtrend. Well, that's the level there. So now let's test that 20 there. Look for a consolidation. We might get a nice little pause at the 20, squeezing into that. Allow you to get an early entry through there. Ripple. Well, so Ripple's pulled back on that news, but it was already pulling back. I've got a shallower channel now, or a channel, as Warwick likes. So hi there, Interstellar. My long end video. No, I'm not at the moment. I do trade some US stocks swing on NVIDIA and NQ. We just spoke about NASDAQ. So I'm looking for a bit of a short-term correction on NASDAQ. So Ripple, I'd leave this alone until this gets back in this region. Right, we want to see this pullback, move itself out. Be looking for areas like there. Right, I certainly do like NASDAQ. We've called trades on this before. Here it is here. So we can clearly see, wedging structure here. Wedges typically tend to resolve with a quick push to the downside in about a third of the time it's taken this. And those of you that may be aware of Elliott Wave, you'll clearly see threes here. All right, so 3 in there, 3 in there, there's possibly 3 in there, and there's 3 there. All right, so this is the structure. And then you usually get that resolution down. All right, so just be careful here. We want to see it bottoming out around here and start to move out. All right, so let's say it attempts there, and then we get a bar through here. Then it'll give you permission. All right, so like this here, we've got a big ABC here. Starts to move out, gets back above the 20. In there, I'd be looking. All right, so those sort of structures. Now it's not. We're talking a big, weekly, daily chart. So for an example, here, and this is in hindsight. Right through here, I've had the big pullback. It's back above the 20 with a nice engulfing bar. Right, it's testing this high again. All right. So I'll either be looking for the pullback, the little consolidation here, or if this can break, then looking for the first pullback. But that context in here, after it's pull back and drop, then the move, then that's a good place to start looking for that early. We're trying to get in early here and get, the meat of the move. Try and get in early here and get the meat of the move. You can see tag the high, breakout. All right, so trying to get in positions in here. All right, when the market is showing its hand, but not that much, that it's kind of obvious, to everybody. Here's a good one. Look, outside bar. All right, so in here is a good opportunity. So we're talking daily. That's where you would drop down to your 4-hour or your 60-minute. All right. All right, so let's go through the markets. Aussie dollar. As I said, look, just bottoming out here. Nothing yet. If it gets back in here, weekly's good. All right, so I want to see good context on the weekly and the daily clear of obstacles. So if it can get back in this region, yes, I would consider it. But now, no. A lot of times too, we get news like we've had. Markets will take a little while just to digest that. Got a nice little harmonic through here. All right, so that's looking reasonable. Aussie dollar, all right, but there's nothing there yet. Well, nothing that you got to remember too, when I stream once a day, we're looking for trades that'll play out over the next day or so. Aussie Swiss we liked the other day. This is not bad now. All right, so you can see we've got the cut with handle starting. All right, so this is pretty good. So I've actually just got a single leg pullback, so we can get a little swing in there. That would be worthwhile. Otherwise, look for the test of the high and a setup in there. All right, so I'm going to put that on. Gold, Aussie Swiss. Not sure if we're having some technical issues there. All right, so Aussie Swiss looks good. Yes, that channel is a good description. Alright, Aussie New Zealand looking outside bar here forming, but look where it is on the weekly, right into the 200. So no opportunity. Okay, Aussie Singapore, no good. Alright, CAD Swiss we were looking at yesterday. Remember this? So look for a trade through here on a push. We've got that. Okay, so we set in through here, look for a setup in around the channel. So we have the push here, structure there, nice little pause there. So I don't know whether anyone found anything in there. Well, let's have a look for the 8 o'clock candle in there. Otherwise we're just now pausing here and it's getting a little close. All right, so I'd leave that for now. Well, just a little close to that, so I would leave that if you're not already in from back here. CAD yen, we're looking for a breakthrough here. We didn't get it, but we're getting a little squeeze in here. Haven't got a lot of room though now to that 8. Here's that. I'd say that. No, that must be the daily. Yeah, the daily 20. Look, right there. See, it's getting very close, and that weekly short term is right here. So it looks like right here. So that could be a bit of maybe a no sort of no trade. But it's kind of doing what we said. Look, it's up to you if you want to consider that one. I've got the pause here, got a shakeout through there. If we get another little squeeze in there, the 20 is holding it. that would maybe worth considering a breakout. Or even if, if we got a small push and then a through, that would still be okay in there. Just remember, as I said though, the weekly, see right here, grey, it's right near it. So is it going to reject off it? Well, that's the chance you need to take. That's why I'm still happy to put it in here, this CAD yen. Oh, we saw oil move, still happy to put it in there, but it's just other analysis, not fitting into what I would consider, reasonable grade. It's kind of a B grade, but sometimes they work well. Need to apply your own sort of risk to that. You might want to go lower. Swiss Singapore is maybe okay. Get a pullback the next couple of days through here. That'll be next week's story. Bitcoin we did. Ethereum we did. Ripple we did. Dollar index we did. Euro Oz. Okay, this is okay. The weekly is not bad. The daily, we've got a daily trend change right here. See the swing in there. Price acceptance through. We're kind of getting a little consolidation in here, trying to get back above the rising 20. Hi there, Casey. So that little pause is a beautiful, look, see through there, I've drawn it's a beautiful little consolidation. So this is not bad as well. You can see it's trying to break, right, and getting rejected, takes out, those traders are trading off a 15-minute and a 5, and then it's back again with an outside bar. All right, so if we can get, maybe a single leg pullback here with some sort of bearish bar, a bullish bar, that would be worth considering. Otherwise, if it takes off here, look for that first pullback. I'd just be mindful of the 50 level. Right? Euro likes 50%, and there's the 61. Right? So there's a couple. It might give us, it might pop, and then give a couple of bar consolidation at the 50. That would be ideal, because then we've broken this region. We're committed now to move, and that would be worth taking the breakout. All right. So you have to project forward what you would like to see. That's not too bad. Euro Oz, that can go on. It's counter trend long. Euro CAD is nothing. Euro Swiss, look at this. Nice little cut with handle. This is not bad. We just spoke about this before, didn't we? After a pullback, nice push. So this is early momentum status. This is pretty good. This would be worth taking the breakout straight through there with a stop under here. This is what I'm looking at. Through there, stop there. Just remember though, we could get a little bit of shake and carry on before it then does go. Or you want a more conservative entry, wait for the pullback afterwards. Alright. So this is not too bad. Tested that little fair value gap here, or the start of the price void. It's now having another go through it, which tells me that all the orders through there have already been taken, and price is trying to head long again. Maybe, as I said there, maybe a little extended on the here's the short term, here's the 20, maybe a little extended on the 4 hour. We could also get another pullback in here, something like that. That would be worthy as well. But not bad. All right, Euro Swiss. Euro Pound, nothing. Euro Yen, nothing. Euro New Zealand might be following, there we go, I was going to say it might be following Aussie. So this is finally pushed. All right, we had a little attempt through there. Now it's into the 20. This was the move we were looking for before, right back here. So I don't know whether anyone stayed in from those. If you did, you've been rewarded. That was the move we were looking at. It just took its time. So the only way I'm interested now is to get some sort of squeeze in, pause in here telling us it's going through. Euro dollar we did. Euro Singapore, nothing. Okay, the British pound, we looked at this yesterday. Remember this? And I said this was the level. Look how close it came. And this was never really no consolidation in here. This keeps you out of bad trades. And in fact, this was almost a short. I think we spoke about that through there, didn't we? All right, so you can see now it's filling up the separation. So we've now actually got A, B, C. All right, so here it is here. All right. Some of you may know this as a, a harmonic ABC or a, bread and butter buy. That sort of thing. Some of you may also know these patterns as this, the butterfly. All right, so they're all valid. All right, so I'm doing A leg here. All right, you can copy that over, see where it's likely to bottom out in here. All right, so what's that region? It's about 12680. Okay, it's a little low. I might expect it down through here. You might get a little stab through it there though. Now after such a big move, this is. Remember we spoke about this yesterday. I'm cautious taking trades in here after such a big extension, because this is always my concern that then it corrects back. So I hope you can see that now. That was always my concern, and I never liked that. I never put it on. We did look at it, but I never liked it. Okay, pound Aussie in time. We downtrending here, yes. All right, so this is not too bad. Look for longs on this. Would be better next week. Pound CAD as well. This is not too bad if it can get up, back up. There's the 4-hour anchor. If we can get back up into there, or even above and see something in there, that would be okay. I'm not going to include it. Pound Swiss, we're looking at this back here. It's already on its way. We looked at the Swiss pairs yesterday, didn't we? Pound yen, nothing. Pound New Zealand, we marked this out yesterday for those that were interested. So this is triggered. That was the level. Nice little push into it here. Pull back in here. That was okay. Let's have a look at the 1 hour. 60 minute. Drill down. See what we see. Nice little test of it there. Pull back in here. The nice little consolidation. That was valid to take the trade through there. Initial stop, say under the 20 here. Nice big rejection through there. We did look at that one. Didn't think it was quite good enough to include, but and then it goes. Pound Singapore, nothing. Our Aussie SPY just pulling back. Okay, the Hang Seng had a nice move through there. I think I said this the other day, on the trader that takes the swing, gets the meat out of the move, and that's it. I'm done. I'm happy with that. So I want to see a nice solid trigger. I'm not trying to bottom pick in here. Try and get in here. That's not the way that I trade. I think I actually look short if it wasn't for the moving average on the weekly. This could pop through here though. So look for a breakout. Okay, New Zealand. We're hoping this might get back up here, but look, this is on that US news. This has dropped, turning into the bigger corrective. It's kind of back into sort of chop area on the weekly. Same with New Zealand CAD. This is a bit disappointing. Look, we're back into areas that I didn't want to see. New Zealand. So okay, we had a little bit of New Zealand weakness as well. Obviously, we can see by looking at those. New Zealand yen. See the rejection on the 20 period on the weekly. All right, rejection in there. Now, is that going to signal a up move? It could. I'm interested if we can get back in here. Okay, Singapore yen. We were liking this yesterday. This is still valid. See, testing the yellow 200. All right, so we've still got the nice little separation here. So we can get a break in there and one last swing before it breaks this high. All right, notice it's testing that 200. So I'm happy to leave that on from yesterday. Okay, the US pairs. All right, so I've had a move on news. We want to see follow through with these now. The dollar CAD is not bad. The anchor's here, so it's actually in a downtrend. Moving averages look okay. Nice solid bar. We've got a nice price void here and up through, right through here. We've got the 4-hour anchor here. Oh, and look at that. It's tested it once. All right. So these swings are certainly valid. So now it's broken that. If we can get a nice push, a weak momentum pullback in here, then I'd be interested in that. So that's worth putting on as a counter trend long. And CAD. Okie doke, Casey. Thank you. All right, so Aussie dollar. Okay, and gold. So we did those early on. But I'll jump back to those if we've got time, which I think we have. All right, so dollar Swiss is looking okay too. So here's the anchor. No real price acceptance. So this is still long. All right, same thing. Look for a pullback in here and a move out. All right, the 4-hour chart. Same thing, nice little basing structure, nice momentum push. See if we can get a weak pullback. Look for any sort of setup in here. All right, I mean, I'm typically drawing, you know, double leg pullback, but it can be any sort of pullback that you know, that you prefer. Dollar Chinese yuan. Well, it's back up around the 20 and the 200, so let's see how that plays out, but that could give a little squeeze in there if you like that pair. Dollar yen, look, we're going for the moving average separation. The weekly is okay. We liked this the other day back through here. So that was the short-term moving average right there. Let's be careful of the 200 above, but yeah, this is okay. If you get another couple of bars back, yep, that's okay. I'm going to put that under because the 200 here is only, oh no, it's 50 pips. Right. So if we get another couple of bars down, another one up, bit of a pause, that would be worth taking a trade through there, provided you can get a reasonable stop. All right, so that's actually counter trend long in there, dollar yen. I'm just about finished, so I'll go and have a look at Aussie dollar again and gold. Dollar Norwegian's already moved, dollar Swedish has moved, leading a little close here. Dollar Singapore we liked. Spoke about this yesterday. I don't know whether anyone got follow through with that from the previous trade. All right, so we had the move on news, but look at the nice little consolidation through there. So big consolidation and a small one here. That was worthy of a breakout. This is what we want to see on the reversals. Dollar Thai baht, nothing. All right. So look at gold and Aussie. So gold just consolidating through here. It is very extended. This is my only concern, as we spoke about before. Are we going to get the deeper pullback? If we do, this probably won't trigger where I've indicated it. So I've got to move here. We've actually got a little swing there. One up here, one here, down here into the double bottom. Got to move out here. So I would prefer to see this level. See some sort of consolidation and a break. All right, now we've seen a couple of different types of consolidations. They come in many different sort of types, don't they? Or you get a little move here, and then on the shorter time frame, you get a little pullback in here and a move out. That would be worth considering as an early entry somewhere there, but that would be on a smaller time frame. But as I said, my preference would be to see how it tackles this level. The Aussie is pulled back into the 20, into the 200. Weekly is okay. We've got a big corrective ABC through here. The daily's good. Now, if you like to try and catch these early, whoops. Right, so there's our AB equals CD. There we go. We're right at it. All right. So there's that. What I'm looking at here is this leg is the same as this leg here. See, they're all roughly. We're at the bottom of the channel. All right, so that's a good sign. So look, some of you may want to get early entries. If you do, look for a little micro swing in here. All right, now when I say micro swing, let's have a look at the 60. See what we see. Not seeing anything yet. I would prefer, and even that, see the 20 period moving average here? And see the last down bar here? I'd want to see price take this bar out. In other words, get up there, take it out, punch slightly above, then give a little tiny little setup in there. That allows it to get above the short-term moving average, and it allows it to get above the 20. Because otherwise it uses the 20, see it here, the 20 period, see the 20 period moving average here? Nothing special about it, but notice price, accepts it. Look, price uses that. Especially coming down here for the first time, it's likely to reject. And, then we get the false break through the low here, and then it goes, okay? So just, don't try and get in too early. See if it can get into this region here. All right? Don't keep drilling down too low like I'm doing. Put a level, a line in the sand that you want to see price into. So all the orders through here, the fuel that's gone in there is going to be taken out when it takes that high out. All right. So you can see here the price action is a little bit choppy at this stage. So I think it needs a little bit more time to see whether it's just still correcting. All right, so that is sort of catching a bit of a falling knife, but the good thing about it is, as I said before, this leg and this leg, both those legs in terms of length are almost identical. All right, so here's the 100 through here. So this could actually give another test through here and then go. That would be a higher probability. All right, so there it is there. All right, so that is exactly in terms of harmonics, B. You can't take that one because it's too early, and the swing is actually here, so you got to take this one, C, D. So this level here is AB equals CD. All right, that, and price is likely to, react off that. Thanks, Warwick. Have a great weekend also. All right. The other area we want to look at is what's the retracement from this swing. All right. So, there we go. Look at that. So the 61% retracement is right here as well. Look. So we've got this leg here and the 61. So here's the 40-60 box. 38, 50, 61. Look, there's a cluster there. So that would be a good level to watch. All right. What is that level? There. So let's just see what we expect. I'm just going to put a little mark there, pop into there and move out. Let's see what we get. I'll leave that on and we can check that again next week. So there we go. All right, folks. So we might leave it at that, I think, but look, a good location. Yep, everything else looks good. So, could be setting up for a nice move out, nice pullback, nice big push, nice pullback, all within, all within the region I would expect for a pullback to still remain bullish. So there we go. All right, folks, have a great weekend. Trade safe if you do. Thank you for your company. Don't forget to check us out, fxftraders.com. If you like what we do, why don't you consider the 7-day trial? Come and have a look. You get the watch list as well, and get to see this analysis every day. So there we go. Take care, everyone, and have a great weekend. Bye for now.